Old rickety tractor getting into the business of working now. Oh! All right, we take everything nice and slow. Why? Because I'm using one hand to drive the tractor and I'm going down a slope. And the brakes aren't great on the tractor, friends. And look at the ducks. There's the baby ducks. Alright, there's a couple of rocks I'm trying to run over here too. See if we can hit it. It's right there. One. Yeah, got it. Try to press it into the ground. Got it. Get some likes, come on. Yeah, you can do this, come on. My friends, my subscribers, fellow YouTubers. You got this. Came by. Hitting the like button's free. Okay, here we go. I gotta park it. And we're gonna do the following here. Hit the brake. Drop the skid plate. Drop it. There she goes. It's a little chilly here, so tractor likes to be warm. All right. Put the handbrake on too. Take it out of gear, and she's set. And we can turn it off because, my friends, the work doesn't stop. I'm just moving the tractor in place so that I can fill the bucket, the front end loader, which right now has this tripod here because I'm going to set it up. And let me just do one thing. I hope that didn't lose you. Look at that. I think I did it. Can give me a thumbs up there? Somebody on the chat in here if you still got a video. I had to switch over to the other modem in the house. We were running on the shop there. The battery's going. I had 34%. Now it's down to 20. There we go. So Echo Timberwolf CF 590 is running pretty good right now. Started up on cold on like 4 or 5 pulls, which is unheard of for this thing. I wonder if it's just like a set break-in period. I think there might be. I don't know. It's weird. But I tell you, it's frustrating when these things aren't working optimally. You just want to go, right? You got work to do, and you don't need to futz around with these things. Now it's warm. It should start. Let's see. Come on. There she goes. She's got a lot of pull, I have to say. Much better than the Husky I had, 450 Ranger. It's only 50 cc. Let's go. So you can see my chips are a little bit dusty. The bar probably needs a file, my friend. So I think she needs to have a file put on it. I mean, it's cutting, there's no question about that, because it's got the power to pull through that wood, but it is a little bit dull. So I'm gonna put the file on that now. See, my shirt is all the fine powdery stuff. You want nice solid chips coming off the end of it. But it's running better now than it did when I first got it. It's starting more reliably. Yeah, so this stuff is the beech wood that we cut down. It's heavy stuff. It's considerably more brittle than like pine. So when you're cutting this, at least when it's not all twisted and gnarly, it's pretty forgiving and just will snap, which is nice. And it's got the mass as well to break off when there's just a little piece nub on the end, or when you cut mostly through. Have I told you how much I love burning this stuff too? When it's dry. So the other thing that I plan to do is split the stuff down here and carry it up, because I'm thinking it's yeah, I have a lot of wood up there already, but that needs to go in the woodshed. So I'm thinking split it here, bring the splitter down, because I'm really close and my shop's just up the hill here. So you can see the chip quality is not bad, right? But there's still quite a bit of dust. I don't know if that's a function of the wood or what. Maybe it is a bit of both. See that? By the way, that weighed about 60 pounds. Heavy stuff. Maybe 40. 40 pounds! Oh. So, the other thing about going slow, especially when you're old like me, is see all these branches here? They're a real tripping hazard. Like, you think no problem, but all it takes is for your foot to just sort of grab, and then you're holding a 40-pound log in your hands, and boom, you're over. And that's especially important when you're holding the chainsaw, that you don't trip either. We got a chip pile and we got a throw pile for the wood, firewood, to be split. And I don't normally make this stuff firewood, but it was easy when sitting up, easy to cut at waist height. So I go, all right, I'll cut it. Why not? It'll be little sticks, nice and almost like kindling. But basically anything that's of length is gonna go in this pile there for chipping. Here the guineas. The guineas. All right. So I'm gonna go get my file kit. And we'll come back down here. It actually feels pretty sharp, to be honest. I think I've hit it once already with the file. Yeah, it's not dull. There's a couple that... See the guineas over there? I think I'm gonna go get it. Raker. I even hit it with the rakers, all right. The file on the rakers. Here's your gullet. Get the gullet. If you know what that is, let me know. Get the gullet. It's not mine. I'm not trying to take it either. If you know, you know. Yeah, I love it. That guy is super sticky. You know who I'm talking about, I think, don't you? His content I'm talking about is sticky. Buckin' Billy Ray from the Nanaimo. I've been to Nanaimo, BC. I lived in BC for 6 years. Lived in Burnaby. In fact, my daughter was born in Burnaby. And yeah, I spent a little bit of time on the island there because my wife was doing her doctoral degree at Simon Fraser University. And she was doing forest entomology and studying, if I remember, let me see. I couldn't remember chiggers earlier, things that are all over here in the winter, but what was her thesis? It was, okay, I might have lost y'all for just like a minute. Not even a minute, like a few seconds, because I switched over to my shop modem. Anyway, yeah, so she was doing research on, what was it? Sitka spruce was it's a big merchantable wood timber up there, tree. Actually, it's a very valuable one. And one of the things that the white pine weevil does is it forks the leader, so it injects its little snout thing on the leader of the Sitka spruce. So it's called the white pine weevil. Obviously, got its name probably from pine damage or whatever. I can't remember. The Latin name for it'll come to me too. I'll remember that. It was 4 years of my life, friends, and I helped her with occasionally when I could take time off. I would go out to the field with her, and she had sites in different places. Some were in BC. Yeah, they were all in BC. She had to go through the Alaskan Panhandle there for one of her sites. It was really far away. It was like a 15-hour drive from Vancouver. And then yet another one was on the island, on the west side of Vancouver Island. And I don't remember the little town offhand. I'm really having trouble remembering stuff this morning. The details. This is like 30 years ago. 31 years ago now. But one of them was, it was really beautiful out there. I mean, we had to take the ferry, get on the ferry, to go from Vancouver over to Nanaimo, and then we drive up and over the island to the west side where her site was. And yeah, I helped her with some of the work that was being done there on her. She would go do sampling of the trees up there, counting the weevils on the leaders, stuff like that. All right, I got the file. I hope I brought the right one. I think I did. Yeah. Let's see if I can get this to stand up here. I don't know if I can, but we'll try. We got all sorts of stuff to help me lean this. There we go. Branches, man. That's the one thing I don't like about the beach. Branches, they're just awful to deal with. Awful things, I say. So I was watching Buck and Billy's one of my go-to guys on YouTube for this sort of stuff, forestry. And he has a grinder where it's the Symington. And you mount the chain bar on this thing, and he can do square grind as opposed to these concave. These are the traditional, this is what you get right out of the store. But he's, over the years, worked with different grinding techniques. Sun's warming me up a little now. %10 battery left. Should go a little longer. There, I think we got all the way around. Yep. Flip it, rip it. Let's see. Like I said, with me, you get raw, unfiltered footage here, non-edited. I gotta get a better spot here. It's not working. This is a little bit better, I think. A little steadier. I got that one. Here, here. It's a lot easier to do on my workbench. Obviously. This is actually really good now. Anybody have a question? I'm surprised. Like, I get folks on here, sometimes quite a few, and nobody says anything on the chat. So some people say hi. I think they're just passing through. I sometimes do that on other people's channel. And they take the time to get online. I mean, I get it. I mean, some people are, I don't know, I'm trying to create content that has at least a modicum of value for someone. I mean, this may not be exciting to some youngsters out there who are trying to impress their friends or get a mate or whatever. I don't know, but some of the live streams I've seen are utterly, and I mean it, utterly boring. Like, this is utterly boring to some, and I get that, but I'm actually doing something. Some people just sit there. And okay, obviously there's some things that they talk about that, you know, I mean, it's like not unlike a podcast or something like that where, but at least there in a podcast, there is usually someone else that is sitting there and they're talking about something. And or they're getting input from the audience. It's actually helpful. Okay, that's good. Thanks, Bob. If I see that correctly. I can't. Sometimes I have trouble seeing. Bobbo. Oh, yeah, okay. Bobbo 14. Thank you for commenting. Have you ever operated a chainsaw? Bobo. Bobbo. I think I got them all. Yes, all the time. Great. So you're probably an expert at this sort of stuff. I don't call myself an expert by any stretch of the imagination. I didn't do this for a living, but you cleaning up your woods? Me too. I have 34 acres of woods. We live on 24, and just down the road, I got another 10 acres. And it actually needs a lot of work. It has a lot of pine on it right now, and it's getting to the age of where it grew up. It was timbered back into 1999, and then it was left. We bought it long after that, but yeah, it wasn't replanted. It just grew up on its own, and it's, you know, it's kind of a mess, to be honest. And on the 24 I'm on, I've done quite a lot of call it cleanup, maintenance, forest improvement. I'm trying. This tree that I'm working on now is one that was near our house that should have been cut down when I did it. I don't know why I didn't. I'll show you. I'll point it in the direction you can see. Yeah, I'm a novice too, for all intents and purposes. But I did clear our lot and this whole area. So this area here where you see the shop just in the background there, our house. I cleared all of that. And then we built the house, or had a builder come in after I cleared it. But this tree here that I cut, this just recently cut, I should have done when I cleared the lot. And I didn't. And it started to grow even quicker in the canopy, and it was starting to lean on the second floor roof there a little bit, the branches, and was plugging up the gutter. And I was like, oh, I got to get rid of this thing. You have 100 dead ash trees. Yeah, that's a problem now with the emerald ash borer. It's taking its toll on forests in a lot of places. We have a little bit of that here starting to happen. In fact, some of the wood I got from my friends up the road, Jimmy, some of that is ash, and it was also affected by the emerald ash borer. So, yeah. On the upside, it's good stuff to burn. On the downside, it's one less of a really nice tree that's in your forest. So, yeah, hopefully it doesn't take them all on you. Anyway, I got this thing sharpened, and hopefully it's a little bit better. Thanks for the comments, Bob. Much appreciated. Put this back up in the here. See if we can get a different view. And put my file where I'm not going to lose it. Right up here in the tractor. That's a good place. I don't know if you saw Jack when I panned over. I'm going to show you Jack. Jack's my doggy. Can you see him? Can you see Jack? Look at him over there. Sitting in the sun. And he's actually gotten smarter about when I'm operating the chainsaw. It's really loud, of course, and he sometimes he'll be somewhat near me, and I'm kind of glad he's decided that it's not, maybe that it's hurting his ears. I don't know, but now he stays further away, and he's over there in the sun. All right, back to the business here. Let's get some more done here. Before I lose all the power in the battery. All the juice. Thanks, Bob. Where are you from, by the way? You don't have to tell me the city or just what state are you in if you happen to be in the U.S. I'm in North Carolina. All right, let's see if this timber wolf starts. It helps if you turn it on. Come on, baby. My left arm, I play a lot of pickleball, and I'm right-handed, but it's now my left arm, elbow, that's a little bit pickled, like tennis elbow, but pickleball I call it pickle elbow. And you know what? One more thing. This thing I just noticed, the filter gets easily clogged up. It had some on there. And then, of course, when I'm making dust, when it gets sucked up in there. Let's see. Come on. Should I call it timber wolf or timber dog? I don't know. Oh! You got it. Where I get the money to buy that thing. I worked really hard in my working years. Hey, she's ripping through now after sharpening that. Nice. That's a nice chew through. Making some nice chips now.